Hey guys, AcidBuckshot here. Today I'm going to bring a bit of a tutorial on Venus's SRL map. So first off, I'm going to go through my character's loadout, Sparrow choice, and basically the things you need to know before you go into a race to maximize your race speed time. So first off, choose a Sparrow you like. Now, the new Sparrows are perfect for all this. I haven't had a problem with them. They're what I use to get into the top 20 race times. Do not use these. I tried using a overdrive Sparrow, but all it did was actually cause me to be slower. I don't have a problem getting the lead and maintaining the lead with the new Sparrows, but with that time breaker, it felt like its cruising speed was slightly slower. That 10 speed I think actually does do something, even though I'm pretty sure Bungie said it doesn't. But it was definitely slower, and even with the boost I still felt like I couldn't pull away from anyone else. So try to avoid these things. I know people like their Tumbler Sparrow, but if you're going to go for a good time, forget that. Go for one of the newer ones at 160. I haven't tried the Snow Scream, but I'm pretty sure it should be alright. It's 160 as well. Now, moving into the gear. So your racing scarf or your cloak or mark or bond, whatever you choose to put on, it's not important. That just gives you SLR event standing. Effectively, you can just fly about with whatever you want, whatever makes you feel happy. Boots, chest piece, and gauntlets, all very important. Chest piece, not so much. It's only for if your Sparrow actually gets destroyed. If you're running a perfect run, you don't get destroyed, so it doesn't actually ever come into play, but sometimes it does, so it's nice to have. Boots increase the amount of fuel you gain from performing tricks. Now this is very, very important because you will need to perform tricks at certain points in order to get back some more strafe charge, so make sure you have these. Side boost takes less fuel. Now, I've actually noticed when I was doing my other characters, that's not actually what this does. What it actually does is it gives you an extra charge. So instead of having the full box and 2 lines, you have a full box and 3 lines. So if you want to actually be able to do the race as best as you can, you need to have this gauntlet piece. Above everything else, this is something you need to have. Now, helmets. Now, unfortunately, my momentum helmet didn't roll with the way I wanted it to, so I've been using this helmet. What you want is pitch control. Pitch control had actually helped me remove 5 seconds off my best time on Venus, purely because this thing actually really does make you go a lot faster, especially if you make any bumps or anything like that. Actually makes your Sparrow go up in the air for even like a millisecond. It does force your cruising speed slightly higher, and any ramps or drops you go across, especially on infinite descent, this will get you it'll get you some good speed. And that's basically it for armor, so I'll move into the race itself. So welcome to Venus. Now, the opening cinematic of Mars and Venus is always just a lie. Don't ever take where it says you're starting on the starting grid seriously. You could start at the back when it showed you were at the front. So just enjoy the cinematic, but don't read too much into it.
Stay safe out there.
Now hopefully, when it's your turn to do this, you'll be at the front of the starting grid, so that there's a better chance of actually getting ahead of the pack before anything goes wrong. If you start at the back like I do, you generally end up in a bit of a mess where everyone's bashing against the other and it's very easy to miss gates. So you just have to hope for the best if you spawn at the back, but this is how I do it. Right, this is pretty messy due to the amount of people piled together. So through the first gate, what I was hoping was hit that gate with a left strafe, but it didn't work out so well. Getting shoved again through that gate. I was going to then move on to the next one with a followed up by a right strafe. I missed the gate due to being shoved. Have to fire another right strafe here because the first place player is trying to run me over. Moving forward through the next gate, he's in the lead, but I think for some reason he slows down, so it's not over yet. Keep the left stick pointed down so you've got the most speed while making that descent. Now, somehow taking the lead as he's slowed down, like I said. We're going to go to the next section where we need our strafes. Now, hitting the left strafe here to hug the wall, fly past, another left strafe, trying to keep as close to the wall as possible. Watch out for the jagged portion of the wall right here. Hit another left strafe to fly through this tunnel with the maximum possible momentum. Now, I'm going to fire one more left strafe just so I don't hit the back wall around about here. That'll keep me straight on so I can go to the next speed gate without a problem. Now, watch out for the potential slow mine. It doesn't always spawn there. Now, what I do here is I'll have the left stick still pointing downwards, but I'll pull back just before. Sometimes I'll do a trick, but this time the game didn't register it fast enough, so the trick failed it completely. It's not important, but it's nice to get more fuel. So what we're going to do here is we're going to through these next two gates, and we're going to turn here and then hit a left strafe, and we're going to follow the foliage round like so. Get through this gate. Now pull back on the left stick to fly over this bump here. If you need to, hit a strafe or just move over to get this gate. And then this is the sort of easier part of the race. All we need to do here is go around this corner, straight ahead like so. Move around the corner and then strafe to the left. Go through that gate, go through that gate. Keeping the left stick pointed down, we're going to fly down here as fast as possible. We get to this point now. Right, now what we want to do here is hug the wall. So we're going to right strafe through here, then we're going to left strafe through this one, hugging the wall as much as possible to get the most out of the last gate towards the lap timer. Now I'm going to slow down the game speed one last time here just so you can see what I was hoping to do at the very beginning of this match. So we go to the first gate. Now left strafe here to go through this gate, go straight on through the next gate. And when we get to this gate here, we're going to hit a right strafe as we go through, propelling ourselves down this lane. Speed mine hopefully won't hit you, it did in my case. Right strafe again to stay away from the wall, and then continue through this gate. And from then on, guys, it's repetition of everything that came before. You just have to roll with it. There'll be some things that happen outside your control that the game physics is responsible for, but don't let any little mistakes stop you. It should be alright, and who knows, guys, hopefully I'll see your names on the leaderboard beating my time. It's been AcidBuckshot. Have fun on SRL, guys, because I am.